Hi everybody, welcome to Prince Mojo, Game of Thrones time, people. Spoiler alert, entire plot of Game of Thrones Season 7 leaked online and the story is insane, so I've got some bits bob for you here to put towards you. If you don't want to know any spoilers for Season 7, please stop watching now. Please stop watching. It's going to be a hefty little 7 series, only 7 episodes, but it's got a lot of cramped into it. The plot sees an uneasy alliance forged between Cersei, Dany, and Jon to fight the White Walkers. While Jon refuses to bend the knee to Dany, he agrees to relinquish his King in the North title if she helps him fight the threat in the North. What follows will be one of the most anticipated scenes in the entire series. Cersei, Tyrone, Jon, Daenerys, Jorah, Varys, Missandei, Qyburn, Euron, Greyjoy, the Mountain, and the Hound meeting together at the Dragon Pit in King's Landing, where Jon has brought an undead Wicket to prove the Seven Kingdoms need to unite against the Night's King. Appalled, Cersei agrees to help, but when the time comes for her to send her armies north, she reneges, hoping the White Walkers and her opponents will thin each other out. This is the moment Jaime gives up on his sister, disgusted, and rides north to join Jon to fight. Cersei also believes she is pregnant with Jaime's child, but later in the season wakes up in a blood-soaked bed and is thought to have miscarried. To get hold of the Wicket, Jon had taken a team consisting of Torment, Gainsbourne, Beric Dondarrion, the Hound, Thoros of Myr, and Jorah north of the Wall. But they are attacked and surrounded on an island of a frozen lake by the Night's King, where Thoros is killed by a wicked polar bear. Jon Snow's uncle Benjen also is in this scene and he is killed protecting Jon. The group are rescued by Daenerys and her 3 dragons, but not before Viserion is killed by the Night's King. He then resurrects the dragon as his own mount, who now breathes blue flame and uses him to destroy the wall. So the Night's King is going to use Daenerys' own dragon to burn down the wall he has captured, while Daenerys tried to rescue Jon Snow and everybody else that was with him when they went to get the Wicket. That's going to be a hardcore one when they burn down the wall. That's when the Jon Snow is going to proper have a fight with the Night Walkers, the White Walkers. Perhaps the least surprising or least expected development throughout the season is that Jon and Daenerys will finally meet and end up in bed together by episode 7 is in the leak. So who knows? Maybe Jon and Daenerys are going to make it together after all. Gendry is back in season 7 after being lost in season 3. He's in King's Landing making weapons. Davos sees him and jokes, "Where have you been? Where are you still rowing?" Arya's direwolf, not seen since she chased her away to save her life back in season 1, is also writing with them her mistress Nymeria. Arya's first order of business in season is to summon all the Freys using the face of Walder, whom she executed last season. She gave him bad pie of his sons, and then she sliced his throat. Remember, people? That was one of the best parts of last season. After she's got all of them in the big room, she sends all the women out and poisons all the men, and the Freys are all finished. Littlefinger also tries to play Arya off against her sister using the letter Sansa wrote to Robb under duress of the Lannisters in season 1 and 2, but Sansa sees through him with the help of Bran and has him executed with Arya as executioner. So it seems Arya, Sansa and Bran are back together again. So all the Starks are fighting well. They're going to survive, but looks like Littlefinger's going to have his head chopped off. His days are finished. Actually, I thought Littlefinger would be the victor in all this after, but seems through these leaks that he's finished. Jorah, as you can see, has come back and has been cured of grayscale by Sam, who has discovered an old way how to change grayscale from in old time. So he has cured him. So Jorah is back fighting for everybody, fighting for Daenerys. Sam and Bran also discover the true heritage, and his real name is Aegon. And Gilly, meanwhile, also finds out that Rhaegar's marriage was annulled and that he remarried Lyanna Stark, so making Jon the legitimate heir to the throne. A flashback to the wedding will also be seen in season 7. So it seems that Lyanna Stark actually did run off with Rhaegar and not was kidnapped. The Lannister army attacks Dorne and Highgarden. Cersei wipes out everybody. The Martells and Tyrells of both houses are finished. They're killed off. And Lady Olenna admits to Jaime she killed Joffrey. So Joffrey was killed by Lady Olenna and not Sansa Stark and Tyrone like they thought. So Jaime lets her poison herself and killing herself, suicide. On the way back, Dany ambushes part of the army, defeating them despite the position of anti-dragon artillery designed by Qyburn. Tyrone, meanwhile, begins to worry about Dany's temperament after she tells Drogon to burn some Westeros lords, including Sam's father Randall, for refusing to kneel before her. As she is trying to get everybody to on her side, the ones that refuse, she's killing them. And Euron Greyjoy destroys Yara's fleet, taking her prisoner, while Theon narrowly escapes. Euron also kills 2 of the Sand Snakes and captures Illyria, presumably after forging an alliance with Cersei. So Euron and Cersei are going to come together and attack his sister and try and form an alliance to take down the other houses in the Westeros. But Euron is freaked out when he finds out about the Wiggits and the White Walkers. He asks Jon Snow, can these Wiggits and the White Walkers swim? And he's told no. So after hearing this, he goes back to his island and hides. Theon eventually meets Jon Snow, who only allows him to live because he saved Sansa. That's the only reason he's still alive. Otherwise, he would have been killed. He betrayed Robb. He did not kill Robb, but he betrayed Robb. And in betraying Robb, Jon hates him so much, but we shall see what happens. Will he save Jon Snow? Will he fight for Jon Snow? Will Dany, Jon Snow and everybody else defeat the White Walkers? We don't know exactly about that. But this season only 7 episodes. It's going to be longer episodes. And we shall see. Thank you for watching. Prince Mojo YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel. Love Game of Thrones. We're here for you. Bye-bye.
We are at the Game of Thrones Season 7 premiere, and keep watching. The cast are going to do their best Night King impression.